Well, well. What have we got here?
Kuya, Isra.
Without the body, I'm the gay. It's going on.
And there's no shirt, child, in the live.
Dagan Isra.
He just refuses to wear clothing.
Ayun na! Sumali ay! Kami dito mo sir dito! Oh, ano ka ni? Sa tao, hindi ka nito. Ginira ko na ko.
You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. Now what do you want to talk about? Well, we can talk about the immigration stuff, about visiting with the foreigner that did a spousal visa also.
Yeah.
We can talk about Filipina pregnancy and illness. What you like to talk about?
All of that.
All of that. What's your favorite sexual position?
Okay, that's not our.
Well, that's what I want to talk about.
You think that I'm pregnant?
Okay, let's do all the things that you want to do.
Because I'm pregnant.
Yeah, apparently. Just because you get a headache and throw up, then that means you're pregnant. So there's about to be a lot of babies born in the world if a headache and throwing up equals pregnant. So anyway, yeah, I mean there's like a glare or whatever, but I can't do anything about it. We put a lot of windows in. Somebody wanted a lot of windows.
Just one window that's big, then
The whole wall of window. Now you can do that when you build a house here like this because the hollow blocks are not structural. So you could have complete glass in between all the columns if you wanted to,
yeah.
but yeah, I wouldn't like that. Okay, so we went and visited that other foreigner in DePolog.
Yeah.
Now I will preface this by saying some of their information could be a little bit on the dated side because they completed their spousal visa in 2014. So back then things were maybe a little bit different than what they are now, especially the processing time. They got theirs done in 7 months, start to finish. Again, that was in 2014. So nowadays it obviously takes a lot longer, but they did kind of talk me through the process of just filling out all of the stuff yourself instead of hiring like a service or an attorney or whatever. He said every bit of it is online. So, and the website, the USCIS website won't let you progress if there's a mistake or something is not completed. It won't let you go to the next step. So, you know, and he said it's fairly simple. So I'm pretty sure I'll try to do it online myself. It shouldn't be too bad, and then, you know, obviously you just upload all your documentation to the website, and it should be. I can't fathom a situation where our situation should be like one of the easiest to do, because I've lived here over a year. You know, proof of relationship, proof that it's a real marriage. I mean, I have over, 120 YouTube videos chronicling daily life with both of us in it. So how much more documentation could you possibly have other than video evidence every single day going back a year? I mean, I shouldn't. In a perfect world, what I should be able to do, instead of uploading all those documents at all,
Videos
could be AI. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but in a perfect world, I should be able to not provide any documentation whatsoever and just give them my YouTube channel name and tell them to go look. I mean, that's in a perfect world, that would be enough, but that's not, it's not the way it is, obviously. So I looked on the USCIS website, and everybody keeps saying, like, just go on the USCIS website and read all the stuff on there. Well, you can't trust all the stuff on there because it doesn't really make sense. So I went on there and looked at the I-130 processing time. So the estimated average processing time for the I-130, it said 104 months. Now, I didn't just pull that number out of the air. Go to the website and look yourself under the, estimate of how long it should take. Go to the I-130 and it tells you that 80% of cases are approved in an average of 104 months. Now, I don't know if my math is correct, but that's like 8.5 or 9 years or something like that. So that doesn't, I don't understand what it means by that, but I know that it doesn't take that
Maybe
long.
days, not months.
No, it says months. It says 104 months. Right there. Here, give me your phone. I'll pull it up and I'll show you. You have to talk to them while I'm doing this.
Okay.
Well, because
I mean, there's no question, so.
well, you don't need questions. It's our job to entertain them. I don't know. Do a dance or sing a song. Just.
I just do that with.
Well, that doesn't help
Facebook?
them. No, I don't need Facebook. Hold on. You pay attention to them, and I'm doing this.
Okay. Guys, what's your question? About did you all
Case
have a
processing
nice
times.
Yeah. Did you all have a nice Christmas? Yeah. We
Yeah, it was
celebrate
good.
2 days with my family.
Yeah, the actual celebrations were fun. The problems come with afterwards. It seemed like there was a couple of stragglers that just didn't want to leave. Somebody, not mentioning any names, her brother, stayed
No, my brother.
stayed overnight in our house for 3 days, and I'm like, okay, he's got to go. Like that's
I mean,
he doesn't live here.
he had work in his room there, then there's a lot of dust. And
That's
no
not.
one can-
I don't. That's where he lives. He doesn't live here. He lives there.
There's always someone who never wants to leave.
Oh yeah, and since the children got phones and are not using their tablets as much now, all of the little nieces are coming over here using the tablets and the internet. So what I did last night is I turned the internet off for those tablets. I blocked the tablets. So if they ever want to.
I keep the tablet now.
Okay, I-130, petition for alien relative. Permanent resident filing for a spouse or child under 21. Field office or service center. All field offices get processing time. 104 months. I know it's backwards, but 104 months is what USCIS says. And everybody says, go to USCIS. They're the ones who are the resource for the correct information. Well, I don't think it takes 104 months, but it says 80% of cases are completed within 104 months. Just to see what changes, let's go to like the National Benefits Center instead of all field offices.
50.
Okay, 80% of cases are completed within 50.5 months. So what is that, 4 years? A little over 4 years. So that doesn't seem right either. Okay, let's go to SCOPS, Service Center Operations. What's the processing time at that place? They say C notes. They say good luck. Don't even try that place. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so long story short, I don't know what exactly to trust on there and what not to trust. I mean, it's the official website, so I don't know, but those processing times don't line up with anything I've heard from anyone. And that's, it's so great. Everyone just pretty much needs to do their own research and make their own decision and not rely on advice from others as their only source of information. I mean, I've had comments from you guys saying, I know, I have experience in this, I went through this. The fiance visa is the best thing. For this reason, that reason, and that reason. So then I meet another guy, and he says, I went through this personally. The spousal visa is the best way. It's the easiest and cheapest. And then some other guy will say, trust me, we just did this 2 years ago, and the fiance visa is the way to go. But then at the grocery store, I bump into a guy, and he says, don't listen to those people. Just trust me. I went through this 14 months ago. The spousal visa is the way to go. So it's like, everybody's been through it, and everybody has an opinion, but USCIS processing time, 14 to 18 months. Okay, but says who? Because the website says 104 months. Yeah, that's what I've concluded, that the spouse visa is what I'm doing. As soon as they're... I know people will say there's ways to do it or whatever, I don't know, but as soon as her feet touches American soil on a spousal visa, she can go straight to work. I go and get her social security number or whatever, and she goes straight to work. With the fiance visa, you always have to do a second application of change of status. So there's a lag time. Yeah, she doesn't want to sit at home with nothing to do. She wants to go straight to work. You think you're going to just be able to find a job that easy? I can get you a job. It's not a problem. Everybody says like, oh, employment is not as easy as it once was in America. If you want a job bad enough, I've never went a long time without a job if I didn't want to. It's cheaper. Yeah. The K1 is faster. That's true. But then there's also a change of state. If your whole purpose is to get her to America, to your house, then the spousal or the K1 is the way to do it. But then she's going to be sitting in the house for a few months while you do the change of status. Pay extra. Yeah, it's the same in the U.S. You have to pay another application fee to do the change of status. The K1 fiance visa is more expensive, but it's faster if your whole purpose is to get her just to be able to sit in your living room in the U.S. But if your whole purpose is to start, a life immediately, and she wants to go to work immediately and bring the children all at the same time and everything be done all at once, then it's my opinion, from what I've read and heard from others, that the spousal visa is the way to go. That it's the easiest. It's the least amount of steps. And they might start learning U.S. driving law. Well, she probably doesn't plan on driving. I mean, I don't know if she will or not. I'll probably honestly start her off with like a dune buggy or a go-kart or something, and just let her drive through the woods. If she hits a tree, there's no big deal. But,
okay.
Well, I mean, you don't have to floor it if you don't want to go fast. You can go slow, just go-karts are easy to get in America. Well, the 50cc is legal, but you still have to have a driver's license. It's not a license. They come born with a license to drive you up the wall. It's just in them. Yeah, she's gonna stay here, and I will send money back to finish the housework, so that by the time she's ready to come to America, the house is done, and we'll have someone live here to take care of the place. Oh, I would definitely get the ADV 350, or even they have an ADV 750. Now, I don't know if I would do the 750 if you plan on doing a lot of like big city driving, but if I had an ADV 750 out here, oh my God, it would be a dream come true. It would be so good. Because, I mean, you can see from my driving videos, this national highway up here, I go 105, 110, like, there's not that much traffic way out here. You can go fast and whatever. But if you're going to be driving in the city, you need to be able to maneuver in and out. And an ADV, even the ADV 350 is heavier than the ADV 160. And I'm sure the ADV 750 is an even heavier bike at that. So maneuverability is going to be... I don't think the 750 is too much for the Philippines. Where I'm at, I definitely... I had a Honda Shadow that was like jetted out to an 1100cc in America one time. And it was a pretty powerful bike. I could ride that bike here. Now, going into the city, I don't know about that. I don't know about the city, because you'd never get out of second gear, probably. But way out here, 80, 90 miles an hour, I mean, there's lots of areas where you can go super fast. And plus the mountains, like some of the hills that you have to climb here, it would be really handy to have the extra power. I'm trying to read the things here, and my fingers are getting in the way. Rent it out? There's no one here to rent it. Who here? I would have to rent it. I mean, a good price. We paid 8,000 pesos, or 8,500. 8,500 pesos for a tiny 2-bedroom apartment in Dipolog. So how much would I have to rent this for to make it worth it? 15,000? Probably. I mean, to make it cheaper. I mean, really, this should be about 20,000 a month. But I would say 15,000 a month would be like I wouldn't go through the hassle of renting it for less than 15,000 a month. There's not a single person within 20 miles of here that's going to afford 15,000 a month. Plus the electric bill, plus no. It's not going to happen. Unless there's some foreigner that contacts me that wants to rent it, and then that would be the only way. I would rent it to another foreigner, but there's no one here. What day do you plan on getting married? The day that the marriage certificate becomes available. We'll just, thank you for the marriage certificate, and then walk around the corner to the mayor's office and say, okay, get us hitched up. Please and thank you. Now.
Because my ROIC needs to know before the day before.
Not really. I mean, yeah, if he wants to be there, but really it could be any of your relatives or anybody.
He wants, but he's so busy. I don't know.
Rent mine at 70,000 in Subic subdivision. Yeah, but I mean that's a different situation than here. I'm telling you, there's not a single person, not one person within, other than maybe the mayor. The mayor lives down there. He maybe could afford 15,000 a month plus the electric. But there's no one here can afford 15,000 a month. There's no way. No way. Can you think of anyone that doesn't already have their own house? Yeah, exactly. It's not. What are are your own thoughts on a piggery? Okay, so here's my thoughts on a piggery. And we are still planning to do it. It's just not right now. Probably in the future when we return with money. Well, she'll just do like a couple of pigs or whatever, and that's whatever. Here's the deal with a piggery. If you're going to try to make an income off of it, you can't build 3 concrete pens and put 10 pigs each in the pens and expect to make a monthly profit. You'll make a little bit, but you're not going to make a living off that. What you have to do is you have to build, 2 rows of 6 stalls with a walkway in the middle, a roof over it, nice facility with built-in, waste troughs on the outsides, an actual good facility, like 12 stalls, and you got to raise like 100 pigs. I would say 100 is like the minimum for a good monthly income, because you're going to have to sell 30 to 40 pigs a month to make what I would consider a healthy income. So my opinion on a piggery is they're fine if they're big and efficient. They're not fine if they're small and the Filipino is just going to go out and throw some corn over the wall every once in a while. It's not profitable. Checked into the legalities with the children father agreeing to. I don't think he has to agree. I don't.
Yeah, the website that it's he allowed the children to go with.
Okay, so what if he says no? He won't, but
yeah, because he didn't.
He hasn't given any support, and that's one thing. Was she married before? No, she wasn't married before, and we have the Cinemar to prove it. No, so the way that will go is if he tries to do, he won't, because well, first of all, Ezra's standing right here, so I'm not going to say a whole lot. But how often do you see your real dad?
Huh?
How often do you see your real dad? Maybe like one time per year.
Like in Christmas.
Like one time per year.
But this year.
This year, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't see him this year, but usually he only sees him like once a year, and he pays no support at all.
Yeah. If he tries to
If he tries to not to agree, we'll hit him with child support.
Yeah.
Big time.
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother supports me, but my dad no.
Support. Then your grandmother.
Your grandmother
no.
buys you food once in a while.
Food.
I mean, she didn't send us any money for our electric bill, so.
Yeah. She didn't give
I've met your grandma. She's fine. She's a good lady.
My grandpa.
I've never met him. I don't know.
Big also. Tall.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't really foresee there being a problem with that.
Yeah.
He's not. He has other children with his current wife or whatever. He doesn't.
And he's married also.
Yeah, I'm sure his current wife wouldn't like for him to have to start paying child support.
Yeah. I mean,
And
how he can support? He don't have.
It doesn't matter if he doesn't pay. He goes to jail.
I just mean that he should allow the children to go in.
He will. I've not heard anything about him or through him that would indicate that he would put up any kind of a fight at all. Are you going to eat it? What if I cover it in chocolate? They have that in America, chocolate-covered ants. I don't know if they're real or not, but because I've never tried them. You want a chocolate-covered ant?
Nope.
Well, you'll eat fish eyeballs, but not chocolate-covered ants. That makes sense.
You want dried fish? Dried fish? Ma, ipakaon ko ni Tim o ka ng...
Working remote. Yeah. I love when people are like, just get a computer job. You can work online and earn money. Okay, so yes, obviously everyone has thought like, oh, it would be nice to have a remote job. Point me in the direction of where you find those. That everyone always says like work online. Where? I don't have coding, computer skills. I probably wouldn't qualify or be personable enough to be like a virtual assistant, and not that I would really want to be a virtual assistant, but I really don't know what the online opportunities are like. So whenever someone offers the opinion of working remotely from the Philippines, try to provide a little bit more context. Like, have you ever thought about working remote from the Philippines for this specific U.S. company in this specific role that's entry level or whatever, like requires no specialized skill or whatever at all? But no, I won't give it. He won't try to get any money from me.
Yeah.
No, he'll either let them go or we will hit him for child support.
Mm-hmm.
There's no. Oh, give me 20,000 pesos and I'll let you take them. And then I'll say, okay, no, let me take them or we'll hit you for child support.
Mm-hmm.
Done. End of story. He has no leverage over me because of his child support. Join a scam call center.
Since we separated, he didn't give child support.
Yeah, and I don't know how it works here, but in America, you can hit him for arrears. So all the way from the time when you separated up until now, they'll calculate how much child support he should have paid, and he'll owe, 6 million pesos in back child support.
Don't want any. They said that they can support us like.
Can and should are two different things. American schools be good for the kid. Yeah, I think so too. A laundromat. English tutor. Why hasn't she done earlier asking for... I asked that question a long time ago, and it caused a big argument because I made the mistake of saying, well, if he's not willing to support his own children, why should I support children who aren't even mine? Which caused a big problem, trust me. But I asked that question even before I ever met her. Like, why in the hell doesn't she go after him for child support? So you can answer that question.
I mean, I don't like any
confrontation or animosity.
Yeah, cause I mean, I can support my own child, and also my parents told me before that they will support me whatever they need like that, and they can.
Okay, but like I said earlier, being able to and having the responsibility to are two different things. So, can you support your own children without support? Yeah, sure. You and your family can do it. You did do it. Should you have? No. As the father, he has the responsibility to provide support to his children, whether he wants to see them or not. I mean, I still pay child support on my two children that are 10,000 miles away. So, I mean,
We just don't like to.
Yeah, she just don't want to have the animosity.
Yeah, and connection then like.
Cause no harm. So in that case, yeah, hopefully that answers the question, but Yeah, I had to get a computer repair. Computer repair online? Never ask men for child support. They always say they don't need.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, they
We
don't.
can stand alone.
You can, but should you? See, here's the main difference between Americans and Filipinos. Filipinos live in the moment of what's going to be the easiest, less confrontational, less fighting way to do anything. Americans will stand and die on principle alone. Okay? Me personally, okay, I had a best friend when I was a teenager, and we lived in the same house together. Okay? One night we were having a discussion, normal, nobody was angry, it was a normal discussion about how we were going to fix up a pickup truck that was outside. One of us mentioned something about like the which Ford wheels will fit on the Dodge and which lug pattern wheels will fit from the Dodge to the Ford. And we disagreed. And we disagreed so much that I stood up and challenged him to go outside and fight. And we went outside and had one of the worst fist fights I've ever had in my life. Just standing on principle alone of, I believe I'm right and I'm going to fight for the belief that I'm right. Filipinos would say, it's not worth, why would you get into a fist fight and get hurt over just talking about some stupid wheels? But they don't understand the mentality of being raised with a high level of integrity and personal responsibility.
We have principle also, pride that
you do.
Not only the man can stand like.
Right,
Women
are strong and
yeah.
can financially support themselves.
Yeah.
But should they?
Yeah.
I would argue that the man has the responsibility. As soon as you become pregnant with that man's sperm, that man becomes responsible. In the universe, whether it's by law or by universe or whatever, inherently, morally, that man becomes responsible.
Maybe women also.
The woman is
want
responsible.
To prove that. Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying that to me that's the main difference between Filipinos and Americans. Filipinos try to not cause a problem. Americans will die defending something that may not even be true. Yeah, you have children. I don't understand what he's saying. You have children yourself. It is a question. I mean, I pay my child support. I mean, even though I'm not there. Also, with kids, you always treat them as you. Yeah, I agree. Child support is different here, but only slightly. There are laws in place that force support if the woman will go after it.
Maybe someone
PC repair or build like you used. Yeah, I could build computers, but who here is going to afford an $800 or $1,000 computer? They're all using like in the PSA offices and stuff. They're using those like Dell Optiplex from like 1999 still. Like it's ridiculous here. The government doesn't go after them. Well, the government will go after them if the woman pushes. If she pushes and pushes, yes, they will. British women are straight on. Oh yeah. In the U.S. too, as soon as you walk out the door, you're hit with child support, and maybe even alimony if you're married. Most Filipinos have a child by Filipino first, and then go after her.
I mean, I didn't expect that I will not.
Get the failed father to pay for his offspring until the age of 18. He has an obligation. Yeah, I agree, but needs to forget the trouble it could cause. In the long run, it's better for the kids. He needs to pay support. So, why are your knees in my back? What are you? Don't sit on the back of the couch. What are you, an animal? So, anyway, yeah, I would say principally, I would say that even if we were wealthy, even if I had millions of dollars, I would still have the thought in my mind that no matter, even if it was only 2,000 pesos per month, the father should pay something every single month. Even if we have $1 billion, it's the principle of the matter. It's got nothing to do with the monetary value. It's the showing of support. Yeah, limited partnerships. Well, the problem is I don't trust the Filipinos around here to do things the right way. I mean, I've seen from hiring the workers here, I show them a certain way to use a tool or a certain way to do a specific task over and over again, repeatedly, showing them multiple times, leave for 5 minutes and come back and they revert right back to doing it the wrong way again. So if I hired somebody or had a partner in a piggery here, and I showed them exactly the way I want the feeding schedule done, the cleaning schedule done, and all this stuff, and the growth stages when I wanted them switched to the next pen over for the different growth stage, it wouldn't be done that way. They would instantly revert back to using like bamboo sticks and buckets of water, and like it just, I don't want to have the hassle. I'm tired. I'm so tired of trying to make things easy for the Filipinos, and they just turn their backs on the correct or more efficient way to do it. So guess what? I quit trying. They can just do it the hard way if they want. That's why I waited until the end of the project to buy the wheelbarrow, basically. I could have bought that from day one when they were first digging. But you know what? They want to do it the hard way, let them do it the hard way. I really don't care. A lot of fathers don't work, so they can't afford it. It doesn't matter if they can't afford it. Even in the Philippines, you can enforce child support to where if they don't pay it or someone in their family doesn't pay it for them, they can go to jail, correct? Boom. Even in the Philippines, they can go to jail for non-payment of child support. Absolutely. Yeah, well, he just put a shirt on. He didn't have one on earlier. No nukes! No nukes!
I told him to.
Why not? Like,
Oh!
what? Why does he like him? I don't think he likes him. He doesn't know anything about him, but he looks like him. Your choice. Already main family and not best to understand it. Yeah. I mean, I didn't specifically look for someone with children, but I specifically weeded out all of the young. I specifically, when I searched for my lover, my search parameters were between 30 and 45. I mean, I would have picked a Filipino that was older than me. I mean, from 30 years old to 45, because I don't want to help raise a 22-year-old child like that. Even though everyone says, oh, they're adults, they can choose to be in a relationship if they choose to, and they're not hurting anybody. You're still gonna show them how to use an elevator, show them how to use a computer. It's a bunch of crap. Anyway. So obviously, if you're looking for someone between 30 and 45, there's a damn good chance they're going to have children. And they enforce the family to pay the support. Absolutely. You guys can say what you want about the Philippine government, but they will enforce stuff if you kick up enough dust. And if you kick up enough dust to piss them off, then they'll just send someone to kill you. But you have to know how much dust to kick up. They wouldn't kill you over child support. They would just enforce it. But have the kids been helping with the soil around the base of that? No. No. The children don't we'll ask them to come outside and help, and they'll kind of stand there, or they'll do just a tiny little bit of stuff. They're not what I would consider like good workers. Any of it. I mean, they'll carry bags. After about 5 bags, they're asking to go to the river. So I mean, that's 15 minutes of work. And
because we work when the sun is.
Well, they're Filipinos. They should be used to that.
Me, I'm not used to that.
Well, all of the people that I hired to help build this house, all the laborers, they're not used to having a normal job or working outside. But from day one, they were outside 8 hours a day.
Yeah, because you're here.
Well, I'm here also with them, and they're not. I'm not saying I want the children to have to work 8 hours a day. I'm just, they're not what I would consider like to have a strong work ethic. But they've never been forced to, so why would they? Very helpful. Search parameters are the same, yeah. Well, if I was 59, my search parameters would be 40 to 62.
But it's older than him.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of the same way. I have 4 kids. My oldest kid is 20. And then my second oldest child is 19. So, and I'm 41. How does she feel about being a stepmother? She's never met them. To be honest, my 2 older children are basically, they're on their own. I don't really see them that much, hardly ever. And then my 2 younger children, I can see them like every other weekend is my court appointed, like whatever, but I could go and pick them up anytime I wanted to. The problem is that they've been raised at home with their mom since they were very young. And their mom is one of those crazy like anti-vax people that will not allow them to go to public school. They homeschool. And in Missouri, there's no state requirement for testing or anything like that. In Missouri, for homeschool, you're allowed to just sign your kids out of school, take them home, and just let them play video games all day long if you want. And that's basically what their mom does, just lets them do whatever they want all day long without learning hardly anything. And so even when I go and pick them up and take them places, all they ever want to do is sit around and play on their phones and tablets and stuff, play games. Or when they come to my house, they never want to do anything. They just want to sit around and do nothing. And so I got to where I just didn't go and pick them up that much. Like they didn't really seem to want to come to my house that much, so I didn't really see a point in forcing them. Why would we give them allowance to do chores? They wouldn't choose to do any chores for allowance. She anytime they want money, they come to her and she just gives it to them anyway. So what does it matter? They don't have to work for it when it's just given for free. But I mean, it's not large amounts. It's like
10 pesos.
Yeah, but it's 10 pesos for this, and then the next day 20 pesos for that, and then the next day 10 pesos for this.
No. Maybe there's a school.
Yeah, it's school every single day. And that's the thing I don't understand is why do they need money at school to buy snacks with if you send the lunch with them already? That's what the thing I don't understand. Like, why do they need the lunch and then also money for extra food? I don't understand the extra food really, but Do you think she will experience racism in my area? Not from the people that are in my circle, because here's the reason why. We're very close in age. So it's not like, if I was a 60-year-old man in my area where I live and walking around with a Filipina that's 30 years old or 35, whatever, then yeah, people are going to look over there. Yeah, definitely. But we're so close in age that it's not like a huge abnormal thing. No, I don't think that she'll experience much in the way of racism. If anything, she'll experience opposite or reverse racism, where everyone will be overly nice because they can see that she's different. We didn't get money unless we did chores or in rear kit. You know what? Maybe I just had a bad childhood, and I would agree that my childhood wasn't the most fun or greatest. My parents never gave me money, ever. I don't remember a single time where my parents just, oh, you want to go to a football game? Well, here's $10. That literally never, ever happened, ever. Even for birthdays. I don't remember getting money for anything from my parents. Extended relatives would send I had an uncle that lived in Alaska that would send us $50 on Christmas. And that's more than my parents would give us or anything. But I was made to work. I mean, like a dog. When I was Ezra's age, I would be sent out into the woods with an 8-pound splitting maul, chunks of white oak, 2.5 foot across, and just a pile of it, and be told that you need to split this all up and stack it by the time, the end of the day or whatever. So, I mean, I can remember lots of times, especially during hay season, getting up at 4:30 in the morning and not stopping until the sun was going down and you couldn't see the field anymore. I never got paid for any of that. I was made to work like a dog every single day, and I didn't receive a penny. So kids now, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy to me. And that could be why I'm kind of lazy now, because I feel like I put in my time early in life, and I really shouldn't have to keep grinding at it that much now, but sometimes it's not the way it works. Where I am, no one's racist with me, so yeah. Well, the area that I'm from, you can still find quite a bit of racism as far as if a bunch of white guys are standing together telling black jokes or saying the N-word, you'll still get quite a bit of that where I'm from, but whose Filipina gets hit on all the time. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, reverse racism. They'll be extra nice because of her being different for the attention at work. Well, the good thing about that is more likely than not, she will work at the same place that I work at. So there's not going to be much that can happen that I won't know about because I'm a supervisor there. Great choice on finishing that ceiling. Seem to not. Not finish the ceilings. I don't know why you wouldn't finish the ceiling. I wanted the whole inside of the house finished and ready to live in, and that's it. U.S. over 40 to 50, no hard work, being responsible. Well, they don't have to be, though. And I understand that the legal system makes it a little more difficult now, but honestly, women make it so difficult to raise children. My mom allowed my dad to do whatever he wanted. If he wanted to beat my ass with a stick, then by God, he beat my ass with a stick, and she knew to walk into the kitchen and mind her own business. Nowadays, the women will not stand for that stuff. The women want to control things. And so, if you try to discipline a child, the woman is going to step in between you and say, oh, leave him alone. It's not that important for him to go mow the grass right this second. He can do it later, or whatever the case may be, which is BS. I mean, I see it from children all the time. When I was a child, if my dad said, hey, go get me a glass of ice water, if I stood there too long before starting to move, if I said anything like why, or why do I have to do it, or anything like that, I would have been smacked in the head with his hand, just whack. Anything like that. I was expected that when my dad told me something, I about face and get it done. And that was the end of it. Nowadays, if you ask a child, like the way her children talk to her, my dad, I mean, I would have a broken nose because Ezra will yell at her all the time, like, half of it is because Filipinos just talk loud. But the other half of it, does he or does he not have kind of a sour attitude towards you a lot of time? Or he'll question it. She'll ask him to do something, he'll say, why? Or how come they don't have to do it? Or how come this? Or how come that? I would have just been, that would have been instant. I would have been picking myself up off the ground. But it just doesn't, it could still happen that way. It could. But, I don't know. You have a while to go to reach 60. Yeah. Anyone can be, but where I'm from, if somebody says the N-word, it's because the person that they're talking about is black. So you can try to say like, oh, there's N-words in every race, and it's not just, no. Where I'm from, if they say the N-word, they mean a black guy, and that's the end of the story. Had a belt once. Had a slap across the face with her. I would say that I was a slow learner. And not only that, but I had a lot of animosity towards my dad, so even, get him out of here. Even with the beatings and the smacks and all that stuff, I would still do stuff on purpose just to piss him off. Just because I wanted to. Rebellious or whatever. I just did. A Philippine eagle. Now, I haven't seen one in person, but I've seen pictures. Kim Jong-un is right there.
Hello, guys.
We're smart enough to, yeah. Lady is bad, black. No, my lady is not black, but... What are you looking at? Trying to decide where to nuclear strike? He thinks he's so handsome. I don't know.
I think you're handsome.
Okay, come here. Let everybody see your haircut. Look at this hair. Look.
So long.
He looks like a mushroom.
No.
You might think that's cool here, but in America, that's not good.
Because we're...
Yeah, she's not white. She's not white.
Hello, Ezra. She's an N.
Yeah, not black, but I told her a long time ago, the darker the better. Now what?
Right.
Why is he here?
As is in Sindangan doing our
Yeah.
review, then his father worked for my brother's bathroom.
Okay.
He said,
Where's Sam? Where's Ami?
Sam is in the store with my mother and Ami is in other town because they will get fruits for New Year.
I don't like that baby.
Look at his nose.
I told Isra to not show Kyle here because maybe he will.
He can show Kyle, just not with no shirt on or whatever.
Lito to ba kanit salina oh?
Yeah, no, there's no whitening stuff in our
Say
house.
Kyle, say hi.
Sige dito.
Hi.
Ezra. Need a haircut without the bowl. Because it looks like somebody put a bowl over the top
Nah,
of your
bro.
head.
It's a badyaw.
No. Si Kyle may badyaw.
Get that baby virus away from me. Why are you sick?
Ay, si Panipadong. Hindi ko na.
Wala.
Ha?
Hi everyone. Hi guys. Hi guys. Kyle is not feeling well.
Ay, buta dito.
Oh, Bernie is here.
Ko. Pagpata to, kung nasa ko na.
Uy, nago.
Pagpata to, nasa dari Kim Kim ah.
Ah, diyan.
Hindi ko lang, pagpata to, nasa
Who's
dari
that?
Kim Kim.
Some in our that ended in shame with me. Oh,
Uy, mali ang bini ka. Please, ate, bigyan mo kami nga.
We really should have like your phone open so that we can see the chat easier without. But no, don't. It's not right now. But
Please, ate, bigyan mo kami ng bini.
he was chested.
yeah, unfortunately, in the area that I'm from, even having a light-skinned black girl, like a black and white person couple, is not looked on with favor. You're not going to experience like open racism. Like if a black guy is dating a white girl and you're walking down the street, nobody's going to yell like, "Nah," you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, their opinions of that couple, you know, being a white guy surrounded in rooms with white guys talking freely, trust me, they don't like it. Yeah, I mean that's.
White man.
It doesn't matter to me, but I'm just letting you know the reality of it. Where I'm from, in 2025, racism is still alive and well. Oh, there's lots of people watching.
Yeah.
Now's the time you should take your shirt
Because
off.
I'm here.
Okay.
Don't do it.
Maybe you can well, but yeah.
No, okay. One.
Worried about the baby for what?
Maybe. I don't know.
He's fine. He's drinking his Dutch milk.
Maybe because of the cough.
Oh
He's
yeah.
not feeling well.
Well, as you guys can probably imagine, respiratory issues are pretty common in the Philippines because of the damp atmosphere. So, and the living conditions that children are in here are just not very, let's just be honest with it, they're not very clean conditions and they're not super safe. You know, there's babies crawling around on floors where dogs also like walk around and whatever on, and chickens walk around inside houses, and it's not a very clean and safe environment. So, I mean, children and babies are sick often here. It's just like Kyle is probably sick with a runny nose more often than he's not sick. And it just comes down to the environment that he's raised in. Memorial Day party, black girlfriend, only white man. Eat at another table. Yeah. What? That's a hot air balloon. No, we're not watching Coco Melon while the.
Later.
You're not the boss. I'll fight a baby. No. You're not the boss. No. No.
Maybe
Stop
tablet.
You stop that. You stop that.
Later. Oh, later.
No.
No.
Living in the country.
And they have no problem. Well, that's not true. They do have problems. They have lots of problems. They have lots of respiratory issues. They have lots of diabetes issues from all the rice. It's not true. It is true that their race or their human race survived in this environment, but it doesn't mean that they're doing fantastic or 100% awesome. Okay, there's lots of problems.
Mom.
And no, they don't all survive.
Bro.
The child mortality rate here is probably triple of what it is in the U.S. Would a dehumidifier? Yeah, a dehumidifier would help, but you'd have to empty it all the time, probably 4 times a day. Install a camera in the well.
Bro.
Yell at them for using too much water.
Kulay like that to kayo? Bro, like that oh?
Number 1.
Like that. Yeah, like that.
Well, that's rude.
Bro.
About to ask the same thing about the dehumidifier.
You gonna ride?
Just like native and village. Yeah, it's their life. It doesn't mean that it's safe and healthy. Just because a race survives an environment doesn't mean that it's a healthy environment. It just means that, the weak ones died and the strong ones survived, and that's it.
Cellphone? Mama, cellphone? Bro.
Broom broom means
He likes,
truck.
no, he likes
Motor.
the YouTube that you always watch,
The fixing car.
Car?
Fixing car.
Well, that's too. We're not watching TV right now.
Later.
Yeah, later.
Later.
You're not the boss of me, Kyle.
Hi.
High five.
High five. Appear.
High five.
High five. Appear. Yun. Hi guys. Hi guys.
He doesn't seem like he's in a very good mood.
Yeah, because he's sick.
Well, he's always sick. What's the difference?
Siko. Siko.
Now what?
Siko. Come on.
Hi. Hi.
Hello, Chinakiti mo.
Yeah, go over there. Stop whining. You whiner.
Sabi ng higas.
Dahil sa kanya rin.
Sometimes the Filipinos are not super careful with their children either. Like they'll let them go into dangerous situations and Filipinos a lot of times, as long as their children aren't causing damage or burning the house down, they pretty much let their children do whatever they want. I'm used to a little more rules and structure than that, but like one of the first times that I brought them to our apartment in DePolog, I mean, we had a dining table, and it was like the second day they were there, and Kim Jong-un over here had his feet on top of the dining table and squatting and sitting on top of the table like some kind of an animal or something. And I'm like, what are you? And all the time they like climb on the back of the couch and like put their feet on stuff. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? But it's just they just let the children do whatever they want pretty much. I don't. As long as they don't burn the house down, I guess they just let them do whatever. Which drives me almost insane. Like there'll be half the times Kalai is like 8 years old, okay? And there's times, not so much now because I've enforced over and over again, if she's gonna go somewhere, she needs to tell us. She doesn't need to get permission from a cousin. She doesn't need to get permission from an aunt or uncle. We, as the parents, need to know where the hell she's going. But for forever, even before she was 8 years old, there'd be times where she would just leave and go somewhere, and about an hour later, I look around and I'm like, where is Lai? And Alona would be like, I don't know. Like, how could you not know where a 7-year-old child is? Like, I don't. I don't know. It's just the way it is.
She just go to the.
But you don't know that. You don't know that.
In the house, my mother's house.
Or
just
walk
go
all the way down the road to go to the store when she's 6 or 7 years old.
No, she didn't do that. 6 years old.
Her and Ezra's walked down there before. You think if somebody wants to kidnap Lai, they can't overpower a 10-year-old Filipino child?
Because I always play basketball in the school.
Different parenting, but then the Filipino children, sometimes the Filipino children have a lot more respect. The Filipino children will respect a person, but absolutely no respect for a person's belongings or anything in a house. They'll open and slam doors. They'll throw stuff around. Just take all your stuff and not even ask. Like, grab any phone charger that's laying around. It doesn't matter whose it is. They'll just grab it and use it without even asking. It's not. I'm used to having personal possessions, and if someone else wants to use my stuff, then they need my permission to use it. Even my own children in America did not use my stuff without my permission. It's not that I have a lot to learn about Filipino. I know all of these things about Filipinos. It's just that I disagree with those styles. It doesn't fit my lifestyle, so I disagree with them. I know about them. I've learned all about the culture. It's just that I disagree with it. I don't agree with it. I don't agree that 6 or 7-year-old girls should be allowed to just run down the street without the parents knowing where they are. That's not a good thing. Anywhere in the world, that's not a good thing. There's a guy how many houses down, right down the road, that was arrested for a guy right down the road that was arrested for abusing a child. Remember? There was a guy right down the road down here that everyone said he got arrested for.
Oh yeah.
Child.
Yeah.
Yeah, right down the road.
His granddaughter.
With his granddaughter, okay?
At first.
But Lai is a 7 or 8 year old girl running all up and down this street, and in the same.
Ma, hindi pa ka natin. Hindi pa ka natin.
Timothy.
Sa YouTube ah.
Backwoods.
Growing up, I understand the life's parenting and knowing where to give harm. Yeah, but what if there's a child molester in your village? Like, I mean, I would think you would want a little bit better control over where your children are. But oh, I'm gonna block him off my channel. If you're gonna watch this on your phone or something, you're gonna have to go away, because the audio feedback is gonna it's gonna be terrible. You can't watch this at the same time. Everyone knew everyone. Yeah, everyone knows everyone here, but everyone knows that there's a guy that got arrested for.
And he's a pastor before.
And he was a pastor. My God, religious people are so honest and
Him and
good.
his son do the same thing.
But him and his son.
Yeah.
So he probably did it to his son when he was a child and messed him up in the head, and then, because most people that molest children have had something done like that to them when they were a
Maybe
child.
no.
Most of the
I
time,
mean, the father did that to his children and grandchildren.
yeah, I know, but his father may have done it to him
Maybe.
when he was a child. You don't know. Statistically, it's said that most child molesters have had something happen in their lives as a child to make them that
And
way.
he's married. His son is married, so I
Yeah, but that has
separated.
nothing to
No,
do with it.
separated.
Oh my God. Okay, watch this.
No, what?
No, that's okay, watch.
Yun niya.
May naka-comment.
Wah.
You're blocked. I just had to block Ezra from the channel because he said 6'7". Bastard. Who called who a bastard? No, pastor. Not bastard. A pastor.
Pastor in the church.
Pastor in the church.
Ay, si Kwan ma, katutigulang.
Like a priest, only less formal. Wow, you are ruled. Well, at least I can spell, I guess. I don't know.
Correction.
Ito spelling.
Correction. Thanks.
Mami Jackson. Pakpok. Gamanap ko lang ako sa YouTube.
What? Oh. Probably a football game.
Ano sa favorite ko na sports meeting?
Well, don't really kids have a favorite American show. I would say Alona's favorite show right now is The Walking Dead, but we watched the whole series all the way through to the end of the Walking Dead series. Now we're on the spin-off show, The Ones Who Live, with Rick and Michonne. But there's only 6 episodes of that, and then we'll probably start Fear the Walking Dead. I don't know that the kids have a favorite American show. The kids in the Philippines, look, see that phone? What are you watching right now? TikTok. Always. It's always TikTok. It's always TikTok and Facebook. 24 hours a day, TikTok and Facebook. That's all Filipino children do. Deest. Brain rot, absolutely. Not only that, but it teaches. It not only teaches like a baseline of nothing, but it actually teaches bad behavior.
Unsa lang yung Estela Brainrot?
Imo ang buhok daw, murag coconut.
Unsa lang yung Estela Brainrot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've taken her to Alona Beach. There's also like Alona Cafe, Alona Hotel.
Bang. I mean Linding.
Yeah, I took her there. The Waltons, no, they wouldn't like that. I can't hardly get the children to sit down and watch a movie to save their life. Like they might watch 10 or 15 minutes of it and then they're up like doing some game where they're eating food or something. Like they won't sit still. I've seen Breaking Bad from start to finish. I don't think that they would like it. There's too much to pay attention to, and Filipinos are more about like slapstick, like instant gratification. She absolutely hates like dream sequences or past time sequences. she gets mad.
I
Like
know.
in The Walking Dead, when something goes like black and white and is showing something that happened in the past, you can see her face just go,
I like the future, my God.
and she'll look around just mad. Like she absolutely 100% hates dream sequences and like past sequences. Filipinos want like rapid information, like in a linear way. Little house on the prairie. They wouldn't like it. They wouldn't like it. The Brady Bunch, they wouldn't like that. Why do you smoke that junk? I smoke this so that I can get nicotine so that I don't end up in a Philippine prison for murdering someone. Because I'm one of those people that if I go 24 hours without this, I really, like, the rage inside me builds to a level that's dangerous. Not only to myself, but everyone around me. That's why. I did go 20-some days. When I came here on vacation, I quit this 3 days before I left America. And I spent almost the whole vacation here without vape. So it was over 20 days. It was like 25 days with nothing. But it's still like, you know. Yeah, she absolutely hates flashbacks.
Yeah, I don't
Attention span. There is no attention
Fast,
span.
it's fast.
Yeah. Yeah, but they don't understand the complexities of setting up a story.
I mean,
They're used to all these flashy like Facebook and TikTok videos that's just bam, 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 bam. There's no time to sit. Like I really don't know that there's a Filipino alive that could sit and read like Charles Dickens from cover to cover. Like just sit still and read a book. I don't think it's possible. Can you grow and sell tobacco there?
Yeah.
You can grow and sell any damn thing you want.
yeah, there's
Whether or not it's legal, I don't know.
yeah, there's
but
a lot of people grow tobacco here, tobacco.
yeah. I still get moody very quickly. See what? Yeah. So if you quit vaping 3 years ago, but still have the anger and short temper, I mean, I would just rather do this and feel calm and not feel like I want to hurt somebody. Because I'm telling you, in my mind and from the way I was when I was younger, if I don't have this, the thoughts that go through my mind about how I'd like to hurt someone is not good. I'm telling you, it's just not good. It's not good for me and it's not good for people around me. K-pop demon hunters. They don't really watch K-pop that much either. I'm telling you, 90% of what Filipinos watch is TikTok. They don't. It's like such a luxury. When her sister Az comes here, what does she want to do the very first minute that she's here? Netflix. She always wants to watch Netflix because they don't have that anywhere else. Who else has it? Well,
Amy.
Amy has a TV over there, but they don't have Netflix.
Yeah,
they
we
don't
have Prime.
They
and
don't have
Disney.
Amazon Prime.
We have Prime and Disney.
So they pay for it
Yeah.
every month.
Yeah, they said it's cheaper. The
So
Prime.
I understand that, but how can they afford to pay for streaming services but not real food half the time? Like I don't understand. The priorities are weird. Spending $100 a week on disposable. Nah. See, with this, even in America, okay, so this bottle right here, okay, this costs 400 pesos, or about $7, okay, and this lasts me a little over a week, okay, so you're talking $28 a month. $28 a month, and that's it. That's all it costs. Even in America, a bottle of vape juice would cost me $24. and it would last 2 weeks.
Uy.
So vaping cost me $48 per month. What are they doing?
No.
Filipino watches K-drama. Yeah, her sister does, but she doesn't really. None of them. There's a Pines also
Ayun, don't.
from Negros Occidental. Southeast Missouri is not the same as where I'm from near Springfield. The people from Southeast Missouri are kind of more evolved, if you will, than we are. We're kind of a bunch of hillbillies. TikTok is junk, makes people stupid, evolving as humans. I agree. I agree 100%. Stranger Things. I've seen Stranger Things. They wouldn't like it. There's too many moving parts to follow. They don't like complex storytelling. They don't like twists and turns. They just like story, like in a linear flat line. What's happening in the Philippines?
No.
I'm okay.
No.
I'm good now.
Good now, but not before, or
I mean, I always experience that you thing before.
oh, the headache.
Yeah, the headache. That's why I always a medical.
Yeah, when she says medical, there's a pill that Filipinos have here. They call it medical, and it's what 400 milligram.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Before I just buy the 200.
Yeah, 200 milligram. But they call it medical, and they take it for everything. They take it for everything. They always go to the pharmacy and say medical, and it's just a pill that they call medical. I've tried to tell her like 200 milligrams is nothing. Like in America, my dad, when he would get like a headache or something like that, he would get like 800 milligram Tylenol. Okay, 800 milligram Tylenol, and dump about 8 of them in his fist and just swallow them. 8 of them. So she's taking like a 200 milligram medical. I told her one time, why don't you take like 2 or 3 of those? Oh, no. Can't take 2 or 3 of them, even though that's only 600 milligrams. And they sell pills in America that one pill is way stronger than 600. But I don't know. Must be pregnant. Yeah, must be. People don't get headaches for any other reason. Oh, do you feel safe with me, and do I ever get on your nerves?
Yeah.
I got on her nerves last night because I was farting a lot.
Yeah, my God.
The
I'm
house-
tired. Oh, I'm tired and always covering my nose every time he utot. My God.
Do you feel safe with me?
Not every time you.
Well, not from farting, just in
yeah,
general.
of course you have. It's wrong.
But do you feel like I'm gonna beat you up or like hurt you?
Sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, when you get mad and you do like that.
Yeah, but I don't like throw stuff or like hit anybody or whatever.
Yeah. Before I feel that, but maybe you will.
Yeah, well, there you have it. I'd be growing all sorts of flowers and veggies and herbs. Yeah, I would too, if I had nothing else better to do with my time. Like, if I had nothing...
And also our area.
Anyway. Yeah, if I had nothing else to do but sit around here all day, then yeah, I would, but... There's lots of stuff. 500 milligram Vicodin. I'll give it. That's a lot. Narcos.
Maguba na.
Can't blink 3 times if you're not safe.
Mama, ligot tagsuba man. We'll go to the river.
Bagong. What is?
Bagoong.
What is that?
Yeah,
Like the
the small shrimp.
that I ako ba
Have I
nakita
eaten
niya?
it before?
No, because you didn't like that.
Yeah.
Smell.
Oh yeah, I'm not eating that if it smells weird.
The
Can
mango.
you say
That
the wish you want him to do before marriage? What?
What can you say is the word? I don't know. Is there something that you want me to do before we're married?
No.
Like grow a bigger wiener? Or...
No. No. I mean, I don't know. Broom. Always broom. Broom, broom.
Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room.
Like that, bro. Like that. Bagoong. Look.
No wish. Broom,
Broom,
broom.
broom.
Broom, broom. Hi, guys. Hi, say hi. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Hi, guys.
Ina ni ba, ma? May na yung bago, ma.
Small shrimp like
Then give one. Bro. Na. Like that. Look. Look. Bagoong. Bagoong. The pink one.
Kind of a wish.
Oh, that's gross looking.
No, that's good.
No, that's gross looking. It looks like some purple jelly on top of a
No,
gross
that's
piece of bread.
Ito ganyan naman, shrimp.
Yeah, but why is it purple?
Because I didn't cook that. You need
No.
to fry that. Fry and put chili.
Sugar.
You literally fry everything. Everything you eat is just fried in oil. You really think that that's good for you just to fry everything?
No.
Everything you eat, you want to fry. Even when you want to heat something up out of the fridge, instead of just microwaving it, you always want to fry it again in
Yeah.
oil. That's the second time you fried it in oil. My God.
My God. My God.
Always wanting to fry everything. Okay, well, you think an hour and a half is long enough? Can we stop this now?
Maybe they don't have enough question anymore, so oh, just sleep. Have Israel look at a short of mine.
Si Kyle?
Who are we fussing at? Fussing at Ezra for wanting to deep fry everything.
Ako naman eh.
That's what
Asan- asan yung
my wife does,
Yan na,
fries
nabakap
everything
na.
in oil. Yeah.
That's
Have you met any gay men?
That's what my wife.
Okay, so
Yeah.
anyway, so she has a nephew that I don't know. Everyone says that he's a lady boy, but he does nothing to try to look like a girl. He puts his hair in a ponytail. Maybe he'll paint his fingernails, but he has hairy legs. He doesn't even shave his legs. He doesn't wear girls' clothing. I don't know why. Why do you guys consider him a lady boy?
Maybe because he
And
didn't.
he's gay for sure.
Yeah, he didn't shave or like dress like a girl because he's still studying and he don't have money to buy stuff like for a girl. Maybe.
But he has money to buy stuff for a boy. It's
No.
the same price for the clothing.
No, the parents. My mother also buy him stuff for a boy like that.
But they know that he's gay.
Yeah.
They know that he wants to be like a lady boy.
Yeah, sometimes he
So
both.
why? So I don't understand why that, like, your mom accepts him, even
Yeah.
though she's very religious. She still accepts him for being gay or whatever. So why wouldn't she just buy him the girl's clothes?
Sometimes he buy also, and sometimes he borrow clothes from us.
Now there is one. I saw one lady boy that goes to the high school up here. So being in school is not necessarily an excuse, because there's one that I saw that very easily could pass for a girl, but even in the school uniform, like the formal school uniform, he was wearing a female, like a girl's dress uniform
Ay, si
to
Umar.
school.
Si Umar, that may kayo friend, that
Yeah.
gay, that's his
Yeah.
name is Omar.
Yeah,
That's
he
how-
was
how,
he was wearing a dress, a dress uniform.
Christmas party ma.
So the fact that he's still in school doesn't really mean that he can't.
That's
Because
there.
it's the same price for a girl school uniform as it is for a boy school uniform.
I mean, if there's an activity you saw that in Christmas party, so
Oh.
No. I saw that like a month ago when I was bringing him to school, or going and picking him up from school. They were walking home from school and he was wearing a dress uniform.
maybe going home. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, but I'm saying he went to school wearing a female dress uniform.
No, I don't know.
Yes or no?
Ano na din makasunod dito mo? Susunod upuan.
Magkaroon ka ng dress.
Ay,
Oh.
bisag lang.
Told you.
Then it's okay.
Well, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Why is it not okay for your nephew then?
Maybe I told you can't afford that much.
But they afforded the boy uniform.
Si mama niya yung
Does he have a boy uniform for school?
Yeah, but he didn't. Oh, he didn't wear that.
Right, but what I'm saying is, if they could afford the boy uniform, they could have used the same amount of money and bought a girl uniform. Okay, well,
No, mag-tiktok si Ian naman siya, crop top ma. Wala siya sa impasmit. Ian
was he the
Barrows.
one drinking with you? No, I don't really hang around gay dudes, so I wouldn't sit around and drink with a gay dude. I just wouldn't do it.
Naging pangalan kay Gian Carla. His name is
Gianna.
ay Gianna.
Like the guy with the cross in his ear on your video is gay. The cross in his ear. Is he talking about Kim?
Maybe.
Kim or Bongo.
Kim is married with 2 children.
Hagotato.
Well, Filipino men are softer than American men. They are. They're more feminine. They're more like, yeah. American men are more like, rough and tough, and Filipino men are like,
It's bakla. Yeah.
Bakla.
Bakla.
what's that?
It's a
Gay.
yeah, gay.
Yeah.
Bakla. Tim is bakla.
Bakla.
Not me.
Like this.
No, that hair is
They don't-
terrible.
They don't like your hair.
A lot of them look gay. A lot of them do. That's what I keep on telling them, like, especially Ezra, because whether he thinks it or not, I care about whether or not he is happy. So I keep telling him the way that he is here in the Philippines is not going to make him very popular in America. The hairstyles that he likes, the clothes that he likes to wear, all of these things are not popular in America. Everything that's popular in the Philippines right now was popular in America in like the late 90s, early 2000s. Every single thing that you can think of, fashion-wise or popularity, every single thing you can think of, the Philippines is about 20 years behind America. So everything that was popular in America 20 years ago is just now popular in the Philippines. But if you go from the Philippines to America, it's not going to be popular. A straight, yeah, I know.
Sometimes they act like
Acts like a gay. How do I act gay?
Like you picture like this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, to be funny, I guess, sometimes. Water from the outside hose.
Ba't not ang shirt?
Wala mo pili.
Corn syrup. Yeah, I don't know about that.
I'm me. Hello?
Oh, looky here. Real men have short hair, not a bowl cut.
Ah, balay.
Ezra's gonna show you your number one.
You're number one. Your letter B.
My God.
Your letter N.
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 Don't say that.
WTF.
Okay.
Oh, that's not bad word because I didn't say the whole words. I just say the letter.
Sige.
Some of my best friends in Philippines are, well, that's you, not me. I wouldn't choose to hang out with like gay dudes or lady boys. I don't want to be around them. I don't agree with any of that. I don't want anything to do with any of that type of stuff. It makes me feel like I want to throw up. Ugh. Like her nephew that's a lady boy, like, I mean, I've talked to him a couple of times, but at any time I'm around him, I pretty much just ignore him. Like, it makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't like it. And I really don't understand how they can be so religious here, but so accepting of homosexuality. I mean, it literally, in black and white, says in the Bible, homosexuality is abomination. I mean, it says it in black and white. So I don't know how they can, I don't know. What?
Great first.
Bayot.
Where's the Clippers? Aw, he got mad at you for calling him a B word. So he's gonna get some.
You say all
No.
for in one and
No.
it's not right, na?
Huh?
I told him not to say the N. Sometimes Filipinos will say things and not even realize they're that bad. I've heard Ezra before say the F word several times, and you can ask her. When I hear a child in the Philippines say the F word, my head spins around. I'm like, what did you say? And they don't even think it's that bad. They don't understand that the F word in
Because we're not
America
in the
is
America.
the dirtiest word you could possibly
I
say.
always told you.
But if you're going to speak English, you have to know what to and not say.
If I'm in the America, I will not say the F and the N. And
But if you get into a habit of saying it here, then it'll be a habit of saying it there. And if I ever get a call from the school that you said the F word out in the middle of class, I'm going to be so mad.
it's okay if I say
What's Alona's opinion? What's Alona's opinion on what? About the
Ano,
N word
$20 basta
or
magpa-haircut ka.
sige lang na.
$20 it's 1,000.
2,000. Magpaalot ka.
$20 is about 1,200 pesos. Haircuts.
The same haircut.
No.
A haircut is so like $1.
Ako na 20.
He said he will get a haircut if that $20 is just for him.
Ezra said if you give him $20, that he'll
Haircut
get
like
his
this.
haircut just like mine. But he wants to keep the whole $20 for himself.
Alona opinion on the whole gay thing. I mean,
She doesn't care.
yeah,
Bahala na. Uy!
we support our nephew also. I mean,
See, there's lots of American families, my family in particular, where if one of the siblings or one of the children were to come out as gay, they would just be thrown out of the family and told just don't come around here anymore. Don't talk to us, don't come.
that's
Rude.
your family. I mean, if,
Well, yeah, but still, if you live within a community, even if it's your own family, you're still living within the confines of what's socially acceptable. So if that small community, your family, decides that it's unacceptable to be homosexual, you either need to live to fit into that or you need to live to go away. I mean, that's...
doesn't matter, but because You
Because
just,
your family has decided within your social circle
I mean, it doesn't
that it's
matter.
okay.
It doesn't matter in your family because a lot of foreigners also just throw their kids when they are 18 years old. So
Yeah, yep. I made my son leave my house on his 18th birthday. On his birthday, when he turned 18, his stuff was sitting outside and he was moving
yeah,
out of my
it's the
house.
same that you don't like gay. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm a real a-hole on some things. I'll admit, I'm very strict on some things. I was raised a certain way, and you know, I'll knife hand it until the day I die.
it's like $40.
How can I send them? Go to the description of any one of the recent YouTube
What?
videos, and there's a PayPal link.
And
You can do
video. Do
the.
it on video.
We'll do it.
Oh, okay.
No, not now. Because my
$40 is like 2,300 pesos or something like that.
because my class is
This,
8.
No, you already agreed to it. I'll hold you down.
No,
So
even if
you
will
don't
give-
want
even
you
if-
don't want the money to get a haircut.
no.
Okay, he said no. He's backing out. He made an agreement and then backed out of it. So
I thought
They
I
got like yours and I'm
If
willing
they're
to match
working
the
hard-
$20.
hold on. Why would you kick a kid out if they're working hard? You should be supportive while they're creating a life for themselves. That's true, but if they sit in their damn room and play computer games all day and refuse to even get mildly decent grades in school, that's not working hard. My son was not working hard. He was sitting in his room playing stupid video games all day, every day, and getting F's and D's in school. And nowadays, you have to be very, very lazy to get D's and F's in school because of No Child Left Behind. School nowadays is very easy. So expecting them to get good grades and not spend all their time on video games, I don't feel like is out of line. He was about to give you $20 to get a haircut.
I don't want to haircut like yours.
See, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like the short hair. He was raised here. You got to understand, a lot of the Filipino children now, they're splitting their hair in half. They will dye half of their hair yellow, like blonde. They try to get it blonde, but their hair is so black they can only get it to be yellow. So right down the middle, half of their hair is yellow and half of their hair is black, and they think it looks good. It's ridiculous. Kids here in the Philippines, even now still, they think earrings are cool. And that was cool like 20 years ago in America. Kids nowadays are not really getting their ears pierced that
Bro.
much. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And almost everything in the Philippines is 20 years behind America. So whatever was popular in America 20 years ago is just now popular in the Philippines. I don't know why. The internet is instant both ways, so you would think trends would catch on instantly, but they don't.
Eskabulin na lang ma. Paupaw, di tagaan ka.
Ikaw ganyan daw ang gusto.
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
He said, Kuya Bernie, you get haircut. I said, you're the one that they like to.
He has short hair. Your hair's one that looks like a damn
He
mushroom.
had my
No.
ears done in
Karma.
Yeah, I did too. You can still see a little bit of where the hole was. Okay? But that was when I was 13 years old, so that would have been 1997.
Boys.
Yeah, like 30 years ago, not now. Like no boys now don't really get their ears pierced in America. That was like 20 years ago.
it. Oh.
No, he backed out of the haircut thing. He didn't want to make any money, so.
Yeah.
Kawalan ka lang ko sa eskwelahan.
That one, yeah. He said maybe the people in the school will
Laugh.
laugh him or
Yeah,
make
but
fun.
you need to be more self-confident in the fact that you need to be able to tell them, look, the way that you're dressing and doing your hair here in the Philippines is not popular in the rest of the world.
I'm practicing
So-
to be a foreigner.
Yeah, that's what you should tell them. You should tell them you all are doing style and fashion that is not as current as what I'm choosing to do.
Sa una pang panahon ni
Wala kang
Imong
pakialam.
Oh,
Wala kang pakialam.
so I don't care like that.
Ayan.
Yeah, see? They won't laugh when you tell them you made $40 US,
Na 40.
which is 2,400 pesos. What, you think they would laugh at you if you went to school with a haircut like mine, and
And
then
you
they
have-
said, "Oh, what'd you do to your hair?" And you say,
I
"Oh,
like that."
some Americans gave me 2,000 pesos
Yeah.
to get it done."
Yeah.
They would be like, "Yeah, we would do the same thing."
See?
It's
Huh?
too late. It's
Huh?
too late.
Okay.
Palit na.
Exactly, Brenda.
Now, the right side means you're gay. That's what everyone always said when I was a kid. If you get your right ear pierced, then you're homo.
Hindi ko.
That's why left.
Sayang.
No,
What?
even if $40, no.
He's
40,
crazy.
ra?
I'm telling you, he literally thinks that hair looks good.
40, so
He, it's not like an act or a show. He actually thinks that looks good.
Self-confident.
I think that is self-confident. Well, no, it's not, because he's just following what all the other kids are doing. And the kids around the world do the same thing. Whoever you go to school with, you're going to try to fit in with them. So that's just, when he moves to America, it'll be different, I'm sure.
1980s.
1980s bowl cut, yeah. Or like early 90s, like Jonathan Taylor Thomas on, Home Improvement. Yeah, the Beatles were from the 60s, like 1960s. Yeah, just try that haircut in the US or the UK. Just see what happens. You'll be the weird foreigner sitting
We
over
will
in the...
not bring him.
No, literally. If you went to school like that, you would be eating lunch by yourself in the corner, and everyone would be like, "Oh, don't go over there. That weird foreign kid smells weird, and we don't want to go over there."
Someone also.
Your hair looks good. Keep it the way it is. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's bad advice, but in the far corner,
Yeah.
far
Ito
corner,
man.
away from everyone else, that's
Tora,
normal.
isa dito sa suot.
Wala kang pakialam.
Enlist him in the Marine Corps. Oh, I don't know if a naturalized citizen can join the military. That would be pretty good though.
Dili pa ako rin sa kadagan ko kumami ko
Get bullied in my old school.
With a haircut like that, they would get bullied. Yeah, and mine
That's a
too.
25 Kim Jong-un look.
Yeah. See, he thinks it's so good. Like, hey, don't middle finger. I don't know. He thinks it's so good, but it's ridiculous.
Di po ka nag...
And he walks around with his shorts hanging not down just a little bit, but his whole roundness of his ass cheek will be hanging out of his shorts. His shorts literally pulled down halfway to his knee. His whole underwear will be showing this much. And I'm like, why are you walking around like that? Pull your shorts up. And he said, why? Why do you need to have your ass hanging out?
That's good.
It's not good. And the boys, yeah.
We have a teacher.
If your mother was cutting your hair with a cooking
Tawag
pot.
ganin mo. Never said his hair looks good. Said you should try a different cut. Cause young.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he doesn't want to. He thinks it looks good.
Ah, dugay kay mo tubo.
It's takes so long to
Does she
grow.
get mad at me for fussing at Ezra? She doesn't get mad, but I'm sure that she would prefer that I just kept my opinions to myself and let him do whatever he wants, just like she always has. I'm sure that she...
Katotang.
Well, here, you answer it. Do you get annoyed if I fuss at Ezra for the things that he does or the things that he likes or whatever, and I always complain?
Ano na?
I mean, some, but mostly I didn't get like I don't know.
You don't get mad, but I'm sure it annoys you.
Yeah, sometimes, but not all because it's true. I always you always tell Israel about the thing that he needs to do. He needs to.
Because I want him to have a good life. I want him to be
Yeah.
happy. I want him to fit in. And fitting into the Philippines, that does no good. Because what is your future here in the if I abandon you and left you and your mom here, or if you had never met me, if I had never met you and it was just you and your mom and your sister like it always was, what would your life in the future be like here in the Philippines? Because look at all your cousins. Look at all your cousins. Not one of them has a steady job.
I don't know.
They're all laying around doing nothing. One of them is 16 years old and has a girl pregnant already
House,
with no job,
no house,
no house, no nothing.
don't have money.
Right.
Oh, sure.
So, but
You
what
have
would,
money.
but what would your life be like if you were to stay here in the Philippines?
Hello.
He said, I don't know
Do you think it would be good or
Yeah,
bad?
good.
if he will.
Good how?
Finish
Why would your life in the Philippines be good, but every one of your family members around you, their life is not good?
That's their
I will
choice.
finish school.
They finish school. Bernie has a college degree. What's he doing right now? Bernie has a college degree.
He's waiting for the. I mean, he's waiting for the
Waiting.
army thing.
Yeah, waiting and doing nothing. He could be waiting and working at the same time.
He's studying about the plumbing because that's the one that they need to.
Okay, what about your brother?
Brother,
Yeah, what is he doing?
high school graduate.
Yeah. He graduated high school. What's he doing?
My brother.
Yeah.
He's doing like fixing a car, like.
But he doesn't go to work Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5
He
p.m.
does.
and get a when? Where? He's here.
He
Di off man karon.
he go home because it's holidays.
Yeah.
Then the people that he worked for is go somewhere for holidays. So
Did Jerome finish high school?
yeah,
Okay, what's he doing?
I don't know.
He has a baby and he's doing nothing
Yeah, he's in the shop fixing motor.
for 200 pesos a day, probably.
Then they will.
Swoop you up and bring you from the Philippines to America, you'll have a lot more opportunities at a much higher level of life. So I would rather have you and teach you how to fit in and be successful in America rather than support fitting into the Philippines, because the Philippines, for the future of your life, the Philippines is not going to matter that much. Because you spent 15 years in the Philippines by the time you come to
Sa
America.
America kay para mas kuan daw kuno imong future. Kung
Hindi.
dili ra ka kung dili ra ka dili daw.
Okay.
And once you graduate high school, you can choose to come back to the Philippines. I don't know why you would with all the opportunities afforded to you in
Dili
America.
ko balik
But,
pero Pilipinas ka sa di mo kuyog.
He said he will not come back if he's not he's with we will not come back also.
yeah, but he can't live with us until he's 30. Like that's
Di daw ka makapuyo ng taman ka 30.
once you graduate and have a job, you can go live on your own. Yeah.
He said he will.
I'm warning you now
he said
that that's
he
what will
he
happen.
will work, but he will give money.
For rent, for bills.
It depends. Sometimes, like in the case of my son, my oldest son, even if he would have paid me $1,000 a month, I would not have let him continue to live with me. Because the things that he did annoyed me so much, it made my life miserable.
Kung sino yung dulan mo?
Hearing him in the bedroom, like on the computer playing games and yelling and hitting his desk with his fist and all kinds of stuff like that, every day, I couldn't handle for any amount of money, I would not have let him continue living with me. So it depends on if he annoys me or not. If he's 19 years old and has a job, already graduated high school, and is paying us rent and doesn't annoy me, then that's fine. He can live with us. But if the things that he does, like eating 12 times a day and gaming and
I will
all
buy
this
my
stuff,
own food.
it doesn't matter. I still don't. Seeing you go to the refrigerator and eating 12 times a day annoys me. And if it's in my house, I deserve to live in my own home and not be annoyed.
I'll bring my food to my room.
No, you won't, because that will attract insects to go to your room. There's no food or drinks allowed in the bedrooms.
Pat ko ako ang refrigerator.
Oh my
I'll
God,
buy my
you're
own.
ridiculous.
I'll buy my own refrigerator.
You're ridiculous. A legal resident can join the, oh, that's cool. Yeah. So maybe you can join the military. They had to work to get nice things. Be responsible, work hard, and be grateful. You would have to move to an area of the Philippines where there's work. Yeah, you can't stay in the poor areas of the Philippines and expect much. Moved out when I was 17, had 2 jobs, a baby on the way. Well, I moved out of my parents' house when I was 16 years old. I had a job at a sawmill. It wasn't a very good job, and so at 16 years old, I went through the court system to prove that I could care for myself and that being by myself was a better environment than being with my parents. And so I was awarded that ability by the court. Went out on my own when I was 16. I applied for low-income housing in the town that we came from. So I had my own apartment for $50 a month. I had my own apartment, my own electric bill, my own car when I was 16 years old, and I was still in high school and worked at a sawmill. So when I kicked children out at 18 years old, having already graduated and not showing much enthusiasm of working or whatever, I don't feel bad one bit. I left when I was 16 and still in school. So why can't they leave when they finish school and they're 18?
Kung dulo tag kung dili paitan ma kung balin ko. Dari yung balit tas dari ako.
What?
America? He said if he will live in our home, he will make house beside in our home.
Like, your home and my home, like that, bro.
Yeah.
As long as you pay for it, I don't care.
It's not gonna get
But I would still retain legal rights over that property because your house would be sitting on my property. So you still would not be able to do anything you wanted. If you annoyed me, I would still make you leave my property.
I'll buy your property.
You can buy your own property. You can get an acre of land in southern Missouri for 10 grand. $10,000.
So expensive.
You think it's expensive because you're from the Philippines. Once you go to America, you'll learn.
Just buy the ito bang truck nga pwede na magdala sa nabalay. Oh,
A van.
Since 15.
cheaper.
Yeah.
I'll buy the
My
van.
brother is 36, still lives with my dad, still don't work. Yeah, it is your dad's fault. It's your dad's fault 100%. Because I would kick him out on his ass, and I wouldn't feel bad if he didn't have anything to eat or any place to stay.
I'll buy the van that have what's yung naman? Wheels that have bed.
House.
Bed in the
Like an
inside.
like a camper.
Yeah.
You can, but there's only certain places you can park and sleep because if you just park out like at like a store parking lot or somewhere out in public and try to go to sleep at night, that's actually illegal, and the police will come and knock on your van and tell you to move.
Dito na ko dapat sa inyong balay.
Low storehouse.
Yeah, but even in like a residential neighborhood, if you just park a van on the street and sleep in it every night, the police will eventually come and make you leave. It's illegal. You cannot do that.
Huh?
What do you mean, huh? I'm telling you, it's against the law. They will make you leave.
He needs to buy.
Well, you can get around it by just moving to a different spot every night. Never sleep in the same spot more than one night. Just keep moving around. But even then, if somebody lives in a house and they see a van parked on the street in front of their house overnight, they're going to call the police. And the police will come and make you leave.
Sana.
He just,
Hindi daw ka pwede magbalay daw pa nga nainig bragban. Hindi daw ka pwede nga mo mag-stay dito kada adlaw.
Kung
Balin-balin daw
kung layo ko balay sa inyo, ang sama na muli ng Pilipinas.
I'm very tough. Very tough. I was raised tough, and I think that that's why I'm tough now. I mean, I was raised to be tough. That's it. Overnighting in some RV is going downhill. Too many rules. Yeah, there's it's illegal. You can't just park anywhere you want and sleep overnight.
Just build a small house.
Just buy an acre of land out in the woods somewhere away from everybody. Build a small house. In the area that I'm from, there's no building codes. So you can literally build a house out of sticks if you wanted to.
You stick.
It's up to you. However you could live, you could buy an old school bus, park it on your property, and live in it. 100%, you can do that. But you need to own a piece of property.
Van.
You can buy a piece of property and park a van or an RV on it and just live in that. You can do that. Yes, you can do that.
Kung balay ba, kung pagawa kung balay.
It's going to be hard for you to find a wife if you want to live like that, because American women are not going to want to live in the woods in a van. Some of them do, but they'll have like dreadlocks and act like they're hippies or something
You
like
will not
that.
get a wife from America, right?
Where are you going to get a wife from?
Philippines.
How's that going to work?
If
You know, it's very expensive to travel to the Philippines. So how are you gonna meet someone here and then travel here and be in a relationship and then bring them back?
mag-chat ra ko, tas inigkuhan, manita din, at tumi din, dalo na ko siya dito.
I mean, he's still young to
You're
all.
crazy. You just need to worry about doing good in school and don't worry about all that other stuff yet.
Gama ko balay, pagama ra ko balay. Dako kayo. Park mo kayo dalang pagsakyanan.
Yeah.
Makaunta, gutom na kayo. What's time? I'm hungry.
People really are just raised too soft now. It's just everybody's worried about hurting a child's feelings or whatever. I mean, if I did something wrong, my dad would pick me up by my shirt and slam me against the wall. And then if I cried, he would call me a pussy and tell me to go to my room if I wanted to cry. Like, it's not, it's, I don't know. I'm not saying that that was the right way to do it either, but there's a balance in between. I think having very strict rules is good. I think enforcing them by punching your child in the face is probably not the right move, but that's what I got, so I don't know. I'm gonna bite your face. We need to hurry up and get off here so we can watch our show. Or what you want to do.
No. Maybe later.
Clean the floors later.
Yeah.
Bro,
But what about right now?
what do you want to cook
Cook.
for
For-
lunch?
It's not even, what time is it?
Almost
It's only
10:45.
10:45. Still got another hour and 15 minutes till lunchtime.
I'm hungry. At 11 p.m.
Did you eat breakfast?
Yeah, egg. One egg. No rice.
Why did you only eat one egg?
Because I didn't want to eat breakfast because
Why not?
I'm full.
Well, then don't worry about lunch until lunchtime.
No.
Oh my God. Filipinos love to eat 6 times a day.
6 times. 12 times.
See, that's one of those things that annoys me. Ow! Is there a law that protects parents from abusive children? Stop hitting me! I'm telling. Wait till the police come. Remember, the police come
Yeah,
and visit
next
me
year.
every month.
Next year.
next year's 2 days away or whatever. Like
No, it's 4 days.
4 days,
It's 28, 9, 30, 31, January
3.5 days.
Yeah.
Single.
Oh, hold on. Didn't want to go to college. Yeah, I didn't want to go to college either. Actually, that's not true. I kind of did want to go to college, but my family couldn't afford it. And back then, scholarships weren't as easily gotten as they are now. So kids don't think of what they want to or be in life. No, the Filipino children don't look past today. They're not taught. They're not taught to plan for 10 years in the future. They're just not. I don't know. They're just not. I keep trying with them, but it's like they don't really want to hear it. They don't really care about what's going to happen 10 years from now. If I had you as a father, I would want to leave. Okay, good. Go. Doesn't hurt my feelings at all. Single mother, yeah. I think that single mothers can still raise good adjusted children. It's just that the single mother needs to learn how to swing a spoon. Like you.
Yeah, sometimes I will hit them, you will...
Yeah, but
No.
you only do it when your anger reaches the point where you can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
You should discipline at every stage. Like as soon as he raises his voice to you in a disrespectful way, you should flip him in the lip or pop him in the mouth. Like, no, you shouldn't let him pick at you until your anger builds to level 10, and then you smack him.
When he did like that, when you don't see, when he go there,
Yeah, I can see, it's just, it's fine if you do that. I'm just saying that you need to do it as soon as the action happens. Not like let it build and build and build. You don't act until your anger reaches a certain level.
I mean I'm like that when I get mad, and when I told you that every time that I get mad, and when it comes that I really want to, that's what
Yeah.
that's the
I
time
know,
that
I know, but the discipline should start at a much lower level of anger, and then you'll never have to reach that higher level. Okay, whatever. Some haircuts needed. Oh, I'm not father material. Mountains. Benefit of a budget. Yeah. Well, some people can budget pretty well, but
yeah.
she does pretty good. There was less crime. Now you're not even allowed to shout at your kid. That's not true. That's not true. People say that you're not allowed to do this or that to children. That's not true. In the state that I'm from, in Missouri, look up the laws. You absolutely are still allowed to spank your children. Absolutely, you're allowed to. Now, can you go overboard with it? No, that's not legal. But you absolutely are allowed to still spank your children. Absolutely. You're required to give them food to eat, shelter. You're required to have running water and clothes on their back. You can literally put them in a bedroom with a mattress on the floor with nothing. No TVs, no phones, no nothing. You can put your child in a bedroom by themselves with a mattress on the floor and nothing else. In the state that I'm from, that's acceptable. If you chose to do that. I wouldn't choose to do that, but you could do that. So people saying that it's not legal or whatever to discipline your children, that's kind of a cop-out. Because if it's not legal in the state you're from, go to a different state. Because there are states where it is still legal. Absolutely. Must annoy you. How do I put I'm trying to prepare him for success later in life. Success here in the Philippines does not look the same as success in America. And I'm trying to prepare them for life in America, not to be popular in the Philippines. There's no law and you can't smack your child, but if you do smack your child... No, in the state that I'm from, you can spank your children. They can try to tell on you, and they can investigate, but... I told on my dad several times for punching me in the face and splitting my lips open and bruising my ribs, kicking me and all kinds of stuff. And child abuse was illegal back then too. And the sheriff's department would come to the house and they would say the magical phrase, if we have to come back in the next 12 hours, there's going to be an arrest. Somebody's going to jail. And then they would just leave. About 2 days later, I would call again and the sheriff's department would come back. If we have to come back out here in the next 12 or 24 hours, we're going to make an arrest or whatever. My dad straight up told a counselor, a principal, and a social worker in the same room one time, if you don't like the way I'm raising my kid and you think you can do a better job, take his little ass out of my house and take him somewhere else. Do it. Do it. My dad told them to take me. Go ahead. See if I care. So, I mean, it just depends on how extreme you want to be with it. But there's a way you can discipline children and let them know you mean business without beating them half to death. Like, that's for sure.
They're asking what ice cream they gonna order.
Ice cream?
Yeah, because the ice cream people is there in the store.
Who's gonna order?
Uh,
All right. Well, I guess we've went off on some kind of a weird tangent. We're gonna stop this so we can do something else rather than sit on the couch. What's that though? Don't you dare! You stop that! Don't do it! All right, well, we're going to wrap it up and get off here, so I hope everybody...
We'll eat lunch. Bye.
We're not going to eat lunch yet. It's not time.
Give them 5 minutes or whatever.
5 minutes, I will eat lunch.
Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good... Yeah, it's true. It's true. We are in a weak era, so it's true. Well, it's all this new age feelings garbage. Everybody's worried about feelings and how everybody feels, and I'm worried about successful futures and successful lineage outcomes, creating not only wealth for yourself but generational wealth for your descendants to come. Because that's the way people survive, and that's the way people are going to survive in the future. In the future, it's not going to be possible to create your own wealth. I'm sorry to say, it's just not. You're going to have to rely on investments and things that are set up by the people who came before you. I didn't have any of that, and so my whole life has been a struggle. But I would like for my children to have the work ethic to be strong individuals and work, but also have a little bit of a jump start, generationally. I don't know. That's what I feel, though. I feel like in the future it's not really going to be all that possible for people to come from nothing and make something. I think that in the future, most people who are successful are going to write off the achievements of the people who came before them. But I could be wrong. Who knows?
Why do you say it's not going to be possible to create?
In the future? Well, because of culture from the Philippines.
You care a lot for the kids. So
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to prepare them for a successful life in America. If they go to America and choose that, oh, this is terrible, I miss the Philippines, I want to go back, I can at least feel okay and not feel sad for them if they go back to the Philippines and have like just a low level life with no money and like whatever and live not very good. I'm not going to feel sorry for them because I tried to set them up for success in America. So I'm trying to prepare them for America, not to fit in here in the Philippines. Yeah. Alright guys, well, I guess that's going to be it. I'm going to get off here and do something else. So everybody contributed and commented a lot. So it made it go by pretty fast. 2 hours and 15 minutes. Yeah. Okay. But basically the takeaway from this live is Ezra needs a haircut. Okay guys, see you later. Bye. Good to see you.